Video, I am going to show you how to do a leaf rubbing and to make watercolor paint out of markers. So to start with, for the first part, I'm going to have you go out and collect a bunch of different leaves, and you're going to need a plain white paper, and you're going to want a black crayon that you have taken the paper off, because we're going to use the side of the crayon to do the rubbing with. So in order for the rubbing to work, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your leaves and place it underneath your paper. But there's two sides to a leaf. You have the side that's nice and smooth, and then the other side has the veins on it, which makes it kind of bumpy. So you're going to want to put your smooth side down on the table so that your veins are sticking up. You're then going to place your paper over the leaf and hold it down with one hand. You're then going to take your crayon, and on its side you're going to go over where you've placed your leaf, and you want to put a little bit of pressure down so that you're going to see the ridges of your leaf when you do it. So just go over just that area where your leaf is and do the rubbing. When you finish that, you're going to move the leaf out of the way, and you're going to pick up another leaf that you did and stick it underneath somewhere else on your paper and repeat the process. So again, you're just using the side of your crayon, placing it down over where your leaf is on your paper, and press down, making sure that you're putting pressure, that you should get that nice dark lines at the edges of your leaf. And then you're going to repeat that for all the leaves that you collected onto your paper. So again, place your leaf vein side up, use the edge of your crayon, put pressure, and go over just where your leaf is so that you get that rubbing of the leaf shape. If you don't see the edges, dark edges of your leaf, then you're not really putting down enough pressure on your leaf. So it should look, when you're done, it should end up looking something like this. So that'll be what we're doing for the first part. The second part of the lesson involves you using plastic wrap or plastic bag or wax paper. Either will work, and what you might want to do to help is to tape it down. This is going to be your artist palette. So you're going to take your wax, I'm going to use wax paper for this demonstration. You're going to also want some water and a paintbrush. And you're going to need markers as well. One of the directions for this lesson uses washable markers. These are non-washable markers, but I found that they still work. So if you don't have washable markers, that's fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your marker, and on the wax paper, you're going to draw onto the paper no bigger than a quarter size, just a small area. Remember, you can always add more, but it's harder to take away. So in order to make your marker become paint, you're going to dip your paintbrush into your water cup, kind of scrape off a little bit of the excess water. The more water you have, the lighter your color is going to be. The less water you have, the darker it's going to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to then go and pick up your paint off your marker up off your wax paper or plastic wrap, and you're going to come over and you're going to paint over your crayon. If you want to change colors, you can, but when you change colors, what you want to make sure you do is I want to change to orange, bring out those nice fall colors. I'm going to rinse off my paintbrush, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to change my color. So now on a different spot on my wax paper, I'm going to lay down my orange. And I'm going to repeat the process. I'm just going to go and I'm going to pick up my marker. And it now becomes like watercolor paint. And I can go and paint over my leaf. And you're going to notice something happen to your black crayon. It doesn't disappear, does it? So you'd repeat this process with the colors that you desire. It doesn't have to be realistic colors. You can totally make it up. My next color I'm going to use is yellow. You probably can't see it very well on camera, but it's there. Just remember where you colored it because it may blend in. I'm going to pick up my color and I'm going to add in my yellow. It's really light. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to pick up more. If it doesn't come up, just always go back with your marker and color some more. Go back and paint. I'm going to go in and I want to add a little bit of green to this leaf. So again, make sure you wash your brushes in between. And then go and paint over where your leaf is. And you repeat that for all your leaves that you have on your page. So in the end, I'll give you a close-up of what it looks like. So you're looking, I've painted over, but my black crayon still shows through where the veins were in the leaf. So you'd repeat that process for the whole page and then take a picture of it and submit. So remember, when you're painting with your markers, using your wax paper or plastic wrap or a plastic bag, whatever you have at home, you're using markers, either washable or regular markers will work, as you can see in this case. You're going to draw with them onto your wax paper. That's your artist palette, your painter's palette. You take your paintbrush and you add water to it, and then you go over and pick up where you have drawn on, and then you can go and paint over your leaf. And then change colors as you want to. And that's how you turn your markers into watercolor paint. And you have fun doing it, and I can't wait to see the end pieces. All right, thank you.